I've always loved traveling. New cities, quiet cabins, a break from everyday life. But after what happened last fall, I don't think I'll ever rent a secluded house again. My girlfriend, Emma, and I booked a cozy Airbnb deep in the mountains for a 4-day getaway. The listing looked perfect. A fireplace, a huge backyard, no neighbors in sight. Exactly what we wanted. When we arrived, everything looked normal. The host had left snacks on the kitchen counter, fresh towels in the bathroom, and a welcome note on the table. Emma smiled and said, "I could live here forever." I wish we had left right then. The first night was peaceful. We watched a movie, cooked dinner, and fell asleep early. Around 3:15 a.m., Emma suddenly shook me awake. "Did you hear that?" I listened. Silence. Then, thump. A slow, heavy sound came from downstairs. I assumed the old house was settling. We laughed it off. Big mistake. The next morning, I left to grab breakfast from a nearby cafe. Emma stayed behind to shower. When I came back 20 minutes later, she was sitting outside on the porch, barefoot, crying. She told me someone had been inside. Her backpack had been moved, her shoes were facing the opposite direction, and the bathroom mirror had one sentence written in the steam: "Don't look down." She thought I was joking. I wasn't, because I had never been inside the bathroom after my shower. We searched the entire house. Nothing. No broken windows, no unlocked doors, no signs anyone had entered. I convinced myself someone from housekeeping had stopped by. Emma didn't believe it. Neither did I. That evening, we decided to stay one more night, mostly because the nearest hotel was almost 2 hours away. After dinner, we played cards in the living room. Then, the lights flickered. Once. Twice. 3 times. And from somewhere beneath the floor, we heard someone cough. Not loudly, just enough to freeze us. I grabbed my phone flashlight. The sound came from the basement. The stairs creaked under every step. Dust covered everything. Old shelves, broken furniture, boxes stacked to the ceiling. Then my flashlight landed on something strange. Fresh footprints. Not ours. They disappeared behind a large wooden bookshelf. When I pushed it, it moved. Behind it was a narrow, hidden doorway. My stomach dropped. Inside was a tiny room. A mattress, water bottles, empty food cans, a flashlight. Someone had been living there, watching us. Then, I heard breathing, right behind me. I spun around. A tall man stood at the basement entrance. He smiled. Didn't say a word. Just stared. I ran. Emma was already grabbing the car keys. We left everything behind. Phones, clothes, even our passports. Nothing mattered anymore. As we drove away, I looked back once. The front porch light turned on, and someone waved. We called the police immediately. Officers searched the property. They found signs that someone had secretly been living inside hidden crawl spaces for weeks. The owner had no idea. We later learned the suspect disappeared before police arrived. They never caught him. To this day, Whenever I stay anywhere new, I check every closet, every basement, every attic. Because sometimes you're not renting the house alone.